a Harvard-educated economist, a retired bank manager with 35 years of experience detecting financial fraud, a cybersecurity professional whose entire career was built around identifying digital deception. All three were scammed in 2024, not because they were careless, not because they were desperate, not because they weren't paying attention, but because scammers don't target your weaknesses. They target your strengths, your trust, your generosity, your ambition, your love for the people around you. And here is the most dangerous truth about financial fraud that nobody is telling you. The smarter you are, the more developed these qualities are, and the more effectively they can be weaponized against you. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will permanently change how you see every opportunity, every platform, and every person who approaches you with something that sounds too good to ignore. My name is Kalu Briggs, and this is FraudWatch Africa, the channel built from personal loss so your family never goes through what mine did. In our previous investigations, we exposed the fake investment app playbook, the romance scam psychological script, and the 7 most dangerous fraud tactics targeting Africans right now. But today, we go deeper than the tactics. Today, we go inside the psychology, because understanding how scams work is not enough to protect you. You need to understand why they work, specifically on people like you. By the end of this video, you will understand the 6 psychological principles that every scammer exploits, regardless of the scam type. Why higher intelligence and education can actually make you more vulnerable, not less. The specific emotional state scammers deliberately create in their victims, and how to recognize it before it overrides your judgment. And 5 mental habits that build genuine psychological immunity to fraud, habits that no scammer's playbook can overcome. Let's get into it. Now, here's the part that most fraud awareness content never addresses, and it is the most important thing I will tell you today. Intelligence does not protect you from these psychological triggers. In many cases, it makes you more susceptible to them. Here's why. Intelligent people are better at finding reasons to justify decisions they've already made emotionally. Psychologists call this post hoc rationalization. Your emotions make the decision first. Your intelligence then builds a logical framework to support it. So when a scammer triggers your excitement, your trust, or your fear of missing out, your intelligent mind doesn't stop the emotion. It serves the emotion. It finds the reasons why this investment makes sense, why this person is trustworthy, why the returns are justified, why the urgency is real. Your intelligence becomes the scammer's most powerful ally. There is a second reason intelligent people are more vulnerable. Intelligent people are more confident in their own judgment. They believe that if something were wrong, they would know. That confidence creates a blind spot. The retired bank fraud detective who was scammed in 2024 said afterwards, "I spent 35 years teaching others how to spot fraud. I never believed it could happen to me." That belief was the weapon they used. Overconfidence in your own fraud detection ability is itself a vulnerability that sophisticated scammers actively target. Every scam, regardless of type, works toward creating one specific emotional state in you. Psychologists call it cognitive load overload. Your everyday decision-making happens in what researchers call System 2, the slow, deliberate, analytical part of your brain. System 2 asks questions, checks references, notices inconsistencies, considers alternatives. System 2 is your protection. Scammers need to disable System 2. They do this by overloading you with urgency. This closes tonight. Your brain shifts from analysis to action, excitement. These returns are incredible. Emotional arousal reduces critical thinking. Social pressure, everyone you respect is already in. Tribal belonging overrides individual analysis. Fear. If you don't act now, you'll miss this opportunity forever. Fear of loss is twice as powerful as the desire for equivalent gain. When these triggers activate simultaneously, System 2 goes offline and System 1 takes over. System 1 is fast, instinctive, and emotional. It is not equipped to evaluate complex financial fraud, but it feels completely confident that it can. That feeling of confidence, while System 2 is disabled, that is the state scammers spend weeks or months creating, and the moment you're in it, you will send money that your normal, calm, analytical self would never have sent. I want to show you exactly how these principles operated in our own PCEX experience, because this is not theory, this is what happened to my family. Reciprocity, PCEX, let us withdraw successfully at first, small amounts they gave first, we reciprocated with trust. Social proof. We were referred by someone we had known for years. Everyone in our circle who had joined was satisfied. We saw no reason to doubt what everyone around us confirmed. Authority. The platform had a professional website, a functioning app, verified looking documentation. Every authority signal said legitimate. Commitment. We started small, then invested more, then referred others. Each step made retreating feel inconsistent with who we had decided to be. Scarcity. There were whispers about limited slots, closing windows, the pressure to act before we missed out, and liking. The person who referred us was someone we genuinely trusted. We weren't trusting PCEX, we were trusting them. All 6 principles activated simultaneously over several months. System 2 never had a chance, not because we were naive, because we were human, and these principles work on every human being, regardless of education, experience, or intelligence. So, how do you protect yourself against triggers that operate below the level of conscious thought? You build habits that activate before the triggers do. Habit 1. The 48-hour rule. Never make any financial decision under urgency. If an opportunity cannot wait 48 hours for you to think clearly, it is not an opportunity. It is a trap. Real investments don't expire overnight. Urgency is always manufactured. Habit 2. The reversal test. When you feel excited about an opportunity, ask yourself, if I had already invested and wanted to get my money out right now, how easy would that be? The withdrawal question cuts through every layer of social proof, authority, and excitement to the one truth that matters. Habit 3. The outside voice. Before any significant financial decision, tell one person who has nothing to gain from your investment, not the person who referred you, not someone already invested, an outside voice with no stake in the outcome. If you feel reluctant to tell them, that reluctance is information. Habit 4. The Google test. Search the platform name plus the word scam before sending a single naira. Victims leave digital footprints. If others have been hurt, the evidence is almost always findable within 5 minutes. I did not do this with PCEX. Had I searched, I would have found warnings that already existed. Habit 5. The emotion check. When you notice yourself feeling unusually excited, unusually urgent, or unusually certain about a financial opportunity, stop. That emotional intensity is not a signal that the opportunity is real. It is a signal that someone may be deliberately creating that state in you. Calm financial decisions made with full information almost never feel electric. If it feels too exciting, that feeling is the warning. 6 psychological principles. Every scammer uses all of them: reciprocity, commitment, social proof, authority, liking, scarcity, and 5 habits that protect you. 1. The 48-hour rule. Never decide under urgency. 2. The reversal test. Ask about withdrawal before investing. 3. The outside voice. Tell someone with nothing to gain. 4. The Google test. Search the name plus scam first. 5. The emotion check. Unusual excitement is a warning, not a green light. These habits don't require you to be smarter than the scammer. They require you to be slower than the scammer wants you to be. And that slowness, that deliberate pause, is the one thing their entire operation is designed to prevent. The bank fraud detective, the Harvard economist, the cybersecurity professional, none of them were foolish. They were human. And so were we when PCEX activated every one of these principles against my family. The difference between a victim and someone who walked away is rarely intelligence. It is almost always timing. Did they slow down before the emotional state fully activated, or after? These 5 habits are designed to make you slow down first. Share this video with someone you care about today, not because they're vulnerable, but because these principles operate on everyone, and knowing they exist is the only real protection. Subscribe to FraudWatch Africa. Every week we go deeper into the psychology and tactics behind the scams targeting our people, so you always know the scam before it knows you. I'm Kalu Briggs. Stay safe out there.